it's me, Christina. I'm back. I haven't done a video in a while because I had my shoulder surgery and it's been a very difficult time for me. Even minutes after, well, not minutes after the surgery, but within an hour of the surgery, things kind of went downhill. They put me in the wrong sling. I had to go get that fixed. I woke up that way. Last week, I think it was, last week, the physical therapist pushed me past my limits and I was down to 1 pain pill to none a day. And now I'm back up to 3, and my surgeon had to raise my dosage and to stop physical therapy for a week. So I'm sitting here with the heating pad on right now. I take my sling off every now and then because maybe I shouldn't. I was told by the physical therapy that I could, as long as I'm sitting down. That way if I'm up walking around and I trip, I'll have my sling on and not hurt my arm. Of course it might hurt, but so I try not to get up a lot when I have my sling off. But it gets very tiresome to wear it 24/7. It's bad enough you have to sleep on it, in it, and be confined so much. You're confined to your back in one side because you can't sleep on the other side, and then on top of that you have to wear a sling. And I wake up in pain since I had to go to physical therapy, and he hurt me. He would go to a point where it was pretty painful for me, and I would cringe because it hurt, and he would tell me relax, and he would push it further. And I was constantly like moaning and groaning in pain, and he just acted like he didn't care. And when I continued to do this, because I couldn't help myself because it hurt so bad, he told me that he was sorry, and if I didn't push myself that far, eventually they would have to do it that far because I didn't do it that far in the beginning. I know I didn't explain that right, but I hope you know where I'm going with it. I know what I'm trying to say. I can't say it for some reason. I took a pain pill before I went to physical therapy because I had a feeling that, it was going to hurt. Actually, I think it was my first physical therapy I had, he put me in quite a bit of pain, but it was only 2 weeks after surgery, and I figured, of course, it's going to be uncomfortable. But it hurt so much that I didn't go to the next 2. And I went to this one, and it hurt really bad. So now I'm really hesitant on going back. I talked to my surgeon again and said, is there a way to find out if the physical therapist did do damage, or what should I do? He said that after my second physical therapy that I missed, that if I'm still going backwards instead of forwards with my pain and progressiveness, I hope that's a word, that if I keep going backwards, he's going to investigate to see what's going on, what happened, where it went wrong. We'll see how that goes. He raised my pain pill prescription too. The milligrams on it went higher, if that makes sense. They're stronger. That's a better way of saying it. So I have to go pick those up tomorrow because I was on Percocet, and then after 2 weeks of that, I went down to hydrocodone. Since physical therapy, I've had to take 1.5 every now and then, but definitely 3 pills a day since then. So he raised the dosage up for me. I took a pain pill of the hydrocodone, the first one, about an hour to 2 hours ago, and it's not even time for the next pill, and I'm hurting. I'm very uncomfortable. It's almost not tolerable. I kind of like want to take another one, but I'm trying not to. I'm very uncomfortable with the way the surgery has been going for me. It seems like everything keeps going wrong. There's something wrong every time I turn around. This experience has not been good for me. The hospital where I had surgery, they kept messing up. Like I said about my sling. My sling is supposed to have a pillow-like thing between my arm and my ribs. And when I woke up, I just had a basic sling on. They actually took the pillow off of the sling you have to, it's Velcroed to the sling and strapped. So they literally, when I took it up there, I had to take it with me. It was all put together. And they had to disconnect everything and just put the sling on me. So when I woke up, that's all I had. And I asked the nurse, is this right? Because when I was fitted with it, the pillow was supposed to be attached. And the rib strap that restrains your arm to your rib cage so you can't move it away from your body. And they said, well, the people in the surgery room put it on, so it must be okay. And I said, that doesn't sound right, because I was fitted with everything on it. It shouldn't have been taken off. She reassured me that it was okay. And then I said, am I supposed to sleep with it like this? And she said, well, it's to remind you that you're not supposed to be moving your arms, so yes. But she said, wear it loosely in bed. Don't restrain it so much. And I'm thinking, you know, red flags going up. There's something wrong. That doesn't sound right. So when I left, I called my surgeon's office. And they instantly was very concerned and upset and told me, no, that was wrong. For me to get right up there after I got my pain medicine. That way they could put the pillow back on it and the strap back around my ribs that goes on it. And then when I got there, they said that that was so dangerous because if I didn't call the surgeon office, that I could have went to bed and really messed my arm up. One, I had a nerve block. I had a nerve block done, and my arm was dead. It was so numb, I couldn't lift it. I couldn't move my fingers or anything. And when the time was where I could feel everything was 3 that morning. So I could have went to sleep and done some really bad damage not knowing it if I didn't call them. And I could have just messed it up really, really bad. They told me that I was not the first patient that had went through that. That they didn't put the sling on correctly for somebody else as well. So they wanted to know names and all that stuff so they could call the hospital and chew some butt on that. And then now this physical therapy is not very good for me. I have anxiety and depression as it is, so I'm like, my anxiety has been up and down. I would go through the surgery, pros and cons, but I think everybody knows what it consists of, and so I'm not really going to go through that. This is my 4th week and 1 day after surgery. I think it's 1 day. It's 4 weeks for sure. So I have 2 more weeks in the sling, and I have like 3 or 4 more weeks of physical therapy if I go back. I don't know if I want to go back. I did some YouTubing on some legit physical therapy from therapists on YouTube, and it seemed very accurate to what I'm doing already, including more stretches for your arm and how you're supposed to lift it and stuff. So it looked really legit. And as long as I'm careful and go slow, I think I could do it. I don't really want to chance it of going back and being put through all this pain again unnecessarily. I messaged my surgeon and I said, I realized that I'm on my last refill. If I continue going to physical therapy and have to go through this amount of pain, I'd rather not go. And that's when he gave me another prescription. But I know when I seen him before surgery and the visit after surgery, post-op, he told me, yeah, I usually get 3, sometimes 4 refills. Well, as of today or tomorrow, I'll be going to get my 5th refill. So it really concerns me because I don't like being in pain unnecessarily without medicine. And this is pretty bad. I don't have a good feeling about it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Of course, I'll update you guys on it as soon as I find out whatever I find out about it. Other than that, I think everything is good. I'm here to tell you, being on this pain medicine, I'm sure some of you know, the constipation is real on these pain pills. It's crazy. I'm like, it's been days. Oh, I wanted to add this too. I edit my videos on my iPhone, and I'm getting some taxes back in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to get a Mac ProBook so I can edit my videos even better on the Mac Pro. So I'm excited about that. I might maybe get a camera. I'm not sure. I might wait on that because I'm still trying to save money to get my van, because I am going to do van life. That is a for sure set in stone thing. I hope to get it within 6 months. I have filed for disability, and I'm hoping that, well, they told me when I filed that I should hear something in 6 months. So the back pay from the time I applied to when I get it, if I get it in 6 months, will be close enough for me to get a used Sprinter van. And then I'm going to work part-time and put those monthly checks and my paychecks together to transform the inside to a little bedroom kitchenette kind of thing. And then I'm going to do some van life. I might wait until I get the back pay on the disability to get a camera. I'm unsure. I'm thinking about it. I'm marinating on the idea. But I am excited about getting the MacBook Pro because I can edit better. On my phone, I don't know if I'm not using it right or looking hard enough, but the editing is so limited. When I had the desktop Apple computer, it was a rent-to-own kind of thing, and I let it go back because I couldn't do it. It had so many editing options on there, and I'm sure you've seen my videos go from more options to the basic now. Used to, at the end, I could say goodbye in that sparkling goodbye. I don't know how to explain it, but now I have fading to black at the very end of it. And I want more. I want to do the best for you guys. And I want you guys to know that I'm working mentally very hard on these videos to make them better and better. I hope you keep in mind that I'm new and that I hope to learn and do things better and improve myself and have better content for you guys. When I do get better, I plan on going places and doing more things instead of sitting here on my bed all the time and talking to you. I do want to add that, as you know, I have depression and anxiety. Surgeries usually send me down the depression mode, if you want to call it that. It kind of started that after the surgery, but me knowing this, I went in this with a very positive attitude, as in the depression is not going to control me this time. I'm going to remain positive. This is what I'm going to do. I refuse. And so far, so good. I do have my bad moments, which don't last very long. The minute I see my triggers of me getting depressed, I get busy. I do something. I get on the internet, or I write in my journal, or something to occupy me, to do something that I like and change my mood. And for those of you who have depression, sorry, I'm jiggling my phone. For those of you who have depression, I hope you do the same. Not saying that what I do is going to help you, but I could tell you what I do to improve myself, and maybe it will do an improvement for you as well, or that you see that I'm doing something that improves me. Maybe you can search for something that improves you as well. I'm working on my depression very hard, and I've done some research about this van life and have seen that a lot of people with depression and anxiety do this van life, and they say that it helps them quite a bit, that it's like a therapeutic thing for them to do. So I'm hoping that does the same for me. I do realize that when I'm at my worst and I'm really depressed and I don't want to leave my bed, and I don't really like to lay in the bed all covered up, you know, and crying or anything like that. I could be sitting on the bed like I am now on my laptop watching movies or whatever. But when I'm at my worst and I'm like, I really don't want to go anywhere. I'm like a hermit. I'm depressed. I'm not happy. I don't want to get out. I don't want to do anything. I do know when I force myself to get out of the house and I'm out and I'm driving, I catch myself telling myself that this feels awesome. This feels great. I should get out more. I feel better mentally. You know, it's always positive feelings that I have once I get out. So I'm hoping that doing this van life thing with me out and about and doing things and going places that I've always wanted to see the mountains and things like that, that it will improve my depression also. And I'm taking you guys along with me, and you can see if that really works or not. It kind of sucks that I have to wait, or had to wait, until I was 51 years old to do this. I wish I could have done it in my younger years, but I had to work and raise kids and et cetera, et cetera. And at this point right now, if I still had to work, I would still have to wait to do the van life. Unless I could have worked from my van, doing some kind of computer work or something. I don't know what that would be. I'm also a photographer, but I don't know how to go about doing photography on the road and making money. I wouldn't know where to start. And I'm sure that if I researched it enough, I could find a way. Physically, I am unable to do a lot of things because of the injuries I received in that car accident in 2001. And that's why I'm getting disability now. I'm at the age now that my body has changed on top of the injuries, that I'm very restricted and in pain every day, which is also not good for my depression. But I have neck and back injuries that in my spine that just leaves me in pain all the time. So being on my feet all the time is not good. Sitting down all the time is not good. And even alternating. I've had a few jobs that where I could alternate. It's not good. So I'm hoping that traveling, getting out and doing things, you know, walking, seeing the mountains. I want to dig for gemstones, crystals, you know, whatever. I think that it would be very exciting for me to do. So that's some of my plans. And I don't want to be where there's cold weather because it hurts my body. I think I have inherited my mother's Raynaud's disease, which means that when you're so cold, your blood supply in your limbs slow down, and your limbs, as in fingers and toes, will turn white, and it's very, very painful. Me touching an ice cube really hurts. It's really cold. Getting into a cold pool is excruciating. So on top of the injuries and the Raynaud's disease, when I'm cold, my whole body hurts. It's like knives sticking through me all over, mainly in my joints. So for the winter, I would like to be somewhere where it's warm, like Florida. I've not been to California yet. Maybe I go to California. That is on my bucket list when I get into the van. That's what I'm going to be doing, is going to California and other places. And I will let you guys know also in one of my videos what states I will be going to. I will make videos also of the van that I buy and how I'm going to transform the inside of it. I can't talk today. You'll be going with me step through everything that I do concerning that, and you'll be going with me on these trips also. So I'm very excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. I've noticed I gained 2 more subscribers while I have not done any videos, which was very strange to me. But I'm thankful for that, and I hope my channel still grows. I don't look my best today. This, as you guys know, this is not my hair color. And I have not colored my hair since the day or 2 before surgery. And my blonde is coming out in my roots. I'm not going to show you. So, and I can't iron my hair with one arm. It's very, very hard. So I try to straighten it the best I can and go. It's hard enough to put makeup on. It's left-handed. It's crazy because I'm right-handed. So anyway, I think I'm going to end this video now. I'm going to try to do more and more as often as I can now that I'm physically able to and mentally able to. I had to get out of my rut and able to get around more and do more one arm, one-handed, eat both, I guess. I actually did one video with my sling on, and the strap that came around here just strangled my neck, and it made all the skin and all. I was in the car and uncomfortable, and I just deleted it. It was just a video on the things I had to do and not do in a sling, what I could and couldn't do. And the only thing I want to say to that is wear a button-down shirt, very loose shirts, and that helps. Also, YouTube videos on how to put shirts on, take shirts off and on with shoulder surgery, because if I would have watched those before surgery, I could have saved myself a lot of pain. With that being said, I'm going to go, and I will do more videos soon. I hope everybody's doing well, and I'm glad that you came back and waited for me and see my new video, my next video, my new video, whatever, all of that. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see everybody soon. Bye.